Shalom, shalom, Israel. I like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodash. And I'm gonna be making my first rebuke video. I think this is my first rebuke video. Yeah. But the Lord been having it on my spirit for a while. But this is going into doing something for the body, doing something for the ministry. You can't just be sitting around not doing anything, you know. Cause you got certain people just think they know a little Hebrew. They know how to say shalom, and they know about the truth. They think that the Lord dealing with them or that they're in the truth just because they know about it. That's not the case. And Lord willing, the Lord dealing with me. So I'm speaking to myself too whenever I'm doing these lessons. But you can't just be sitting around think, okay, I know how to say shalom. I know a little Hebrew. Now I'm in the truth. No, you got to do something. You know. No one has the excuse. Yeah, it could be a brother or sister that just came in and she's learning and she's trying to figure out, or he learning and stuff and trying to figure out how to do things too. But to a certain point is where it's like, hey, you don't have no excuse. There's something you could do. There's something you could do. You know, this is Luke chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, "Therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers into his harvest." Right. So the Lord said the harvest is basically it's great, it's large, but there's only a few laborers, which is playing upon tables, meaning that, hey, this word got to go out. We got to seal up. The Lord got to have the elect seal, but there's only few laborers to do that. And nobody has an excuse because you have social media. You know, you can tell somebody about it. You can post about it. You can share the apostles or any prophet that's out there teaching. You can share their work. You can share the works that the Lord has them doing. You can post Deuteronomy 28 on your social media. You could post, the pictures brothers be putting together, the little the posts that they be outside with. It has Deuteronomy 28. It has like us on it, slaves, has us on it, and then curses. Hey man, somebody come across that, they gonna look at that, they're gonna be like, they gonna look at that. Who I would that not catch? So something simple like that, you can do that. Just posting the truth, sharing things, sharing the videos of the apostles, of the prophets. This 2 Thessalonians 3:10 says, "For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. Now them that are such we command and exhort by our Lord Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, that with quietness they work and eat their own bread." All right, so you have certain people around that's just around this thing to be a busybody. You got spies, you got busybodies, you got people that's just in this thing because they think it's a trend, they think it's a phase, they just want something to do. That's not what this thing about. You gotta do something. You gotta be sincere in this thing. And you can't, you could fake out certain people, but you can't fake out the Lord. And it's certain people that you can't even fake out. So I'm gonna go to Psalms 19. Well, I'm gonna get this first because I'm gonna show that there are certain things that you can do. You don't have to necessarily be a teacher. There's different gifts that the Lord has given everybody. This is 1 Corinthians 12:1. "Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. You know that you were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as you were led. Wherefore I give you to understand that no man speaking by the Spirit of Yahweh calleth Yahweh Shah accursed, and that no man can say that Yahweh Shah is the Lord, but by the it says Holy Ghost, but that's the Holy Spirit. It says, now there are diversities of gifts, but of the same Spirit, and there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same God, which worketh all in all. It says, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For to one is given the Spirit the word of wisdom, right? So you got, you got whoever it is that has wisdom. It says to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit. It says to another faith. You got brothers that have more faith than other brothers. To another faith by the same Spirit. To another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit. To another the working of miracles. To another prophecy. You got brothers going to prophecy, which is the Spirit of Yahushua. It says to another discerning of spirits. And humbly speaking, I think I got that spirit. People used to tell me, they still tell me, like, I discern things. I got a discernment on me, like discernment gift, so like a gift on me. It says to another diverse kinds of tongues. You got brothers that speak different languages. It says to another the interpretation of tongues. It says, but all these worketh the one in the self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Hamashiach. So you got these different, it's a body. You got the different body parts, and the Lord has given each man his spirit. I mean, his spirit and his gift, so there's no excuse. There's different things that the body needs. You may think one thing is smaller than the other, but not really. Is it's pretty much equal, because you got the pinky toe. But just say in reality, you hurt your pinky toe. You not thinking about your pinky toe every day. But say you hurt your pinky toe today, hey, that's gonna jam you up. That's gonna jam you up. You might not be walking right. You can't run. It hurts. It'll have you in a bad mood all day. So, brothers, just because you're not a teacher or something like that, don't try to think, oh, I might as well not do nothing because I'm just a nobody. Don't be thinking that way. We all can do something, which we are nothing, but you get what I'm saying. Don't be like talking down on yourself and then getting it to where you condemning yourself and you're not doing the work. There's something for everybody to do. All right, that make me want to get Psalms. I'm gonna get Psalms. I should have drunk some water before I took this video. Psalms 19, and verse 1 says, the heavens declare the glory of Yahweh, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day utter his speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language which their voices are heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. And the apostles call this I think they call it the internet verse, the internet precept, right? So, hey, the Lord word is gonna go out. You got social media, which the Lord, he created social media for his word. So now people using it for other things like that. But we gotta, you gotta realize everything is about the Lord. Everything is about this truth. The stuff the Lord created is all about, it goes into his word. He predestined this stuff. It's all about him. So this word can go out just by social media, and that's very easy. You like 3 clicks and just post it. Just post something about the word. It's easy. There's no excuse for you not to post about the truth. Unless you're ashamed, unless you're scared, unless you care about what people think. That's the only reason why you can't post this truth. I can't think of another reason why somebody can't post this truth. You got your phone, you got social media. Post everything else on social media. Post this truth. That's the only thing I could think of why somebody wouldn't post about this truth. Making up excuses saying, I don't know what I can be doing. man, post, man, post something, man. Well, it's all serious. I know I laugh, but hey, post something. Post a brother teaching. Post the apostles teaching. Cause that's what I did once I came into this thing. I just posted the brothers out there teaching. I post a YouTube link. I screen record it. I'll be flooding my social media with this thing. There's no excuse. And any brother that's really into this thing, they gonna naturally have that, that urge to do that because they love this truth. They wanna tell other people about it. But of course, like I said, unless they got a demon on them, they scared and they ashamed. Then that's gonna stop them from doing what they supposed to be doing. But you know what Yahweh said, if you ashamed. I think it's Luke. Right. Luke chapter 9, verse 26, it says, "For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the glory and of Salaki and of the holy angels." All right. So the Lord said, whosoever is ashamed of him, he's gonna be ashamed of them among his father. And you don't want that to happen. All right. The Lord said, "I never knew you." The Lord destroying you because you was ashamed of him. Matthew 25. All right, so don't be no secret believer, man. Stop being a secret believer. Stop caring what people think. You being a secret believer, you don't want to say nothing about the truth because you ashamed. That's being wicked. Now, if you have that problem, of course, we always go to this. This is going into lacking wisdom, anything. But you want to pray to the Lord if you lacking anything, right? James chapter 1 at verse 5, it says, "If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him." Right? So whatever you dealing with, whatever you lacking, you want to pray to the Lord. Fast, pray, and also be patient, because there's been many situations I was in. I had an actual big situation. The Lord, man, you can ask, man. I was telling some people about it. I was going through something, and it just, that spirit wouldn't get off of me. The Lord was giving me nightmares. I was sweating. I was shaking in them. My rib was telling me about it. I was shaking. I was sweating in my... Man, I was fasting. It got to a point I was fasting so much that basically, like, the fast wasn't... It wasn't... what's the word? It wasn't afflicting my body. It's just like I just lost my appetite because I was dealing with something. I was trying to get it off of me. And, like, I was in that fear of the Lord. So, but what the Lord taught me was patience. He'd get it off. Whatever you dealing with, he gonna help you with it on his timing. It's all a process. James 1, 2, it says, "My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." So it's about patience. You may pray to the Lord and you trying to get whatever it is off of you. You might have a weary demon. You might have whatever you're dealing with. You being ashamed, like I was saying. You might have that demon on you. Let the Lord, let the Lord work. It's gonna take time. It's on his timing. His timing is perfect. He's if he don't get it off of you, like right after you pray, it's for a reason. The timing of the Lord is for a reason, not just for nothing. So if it takes a long time for you to get whatever you're dealing with off, it's because your patience is being built up in your faith. Your faith could be getting tested and your patience is being built up. You having to wait to get this certain thing off of you or to get something. That's patience. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh that giveth to all men, liberally upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith. So you really got to believe. It says nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. So yeah, you don't want to tempt the Lord while you praying. You don't want to be I'm gonna keep reading. It says, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you want to be praying to the Lord and you think he not gonna do it. You know. Now it's one humble thing to think you're not worthy of receiving anything from the Lord. But if you go into the Lord and you're doubting his ability to do something, then you're being double-minded and you're not going to get what you're praying for. Now the Lord may have mercy on you and do something for you, but hey, it says it right here. It says, let not that man think that he should receive anything. All right. So to go back to where I was, Matthew 25. Matthew 25 and 14. I think this is one of my favorite parables. This parable, and I think the two sons. Matthew 25 and 14, it says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gave the other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid his Lord's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Verse 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he says, then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there, it says, lo, there thou hast that is thine. And that tricked me up. It says, his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury or usury. So like, I don't know how to pronounce it. It says, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which had 10 talents. It says, right, so I'm gonna read that again. It says, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. So the Lord, right, these talents going to what the Lord has given to you. And he could have gave you a certain amount of knowledge, a gift, and you didn't do anything with it, right? So the Lord can take whatever he gave to you and just give it to somebody else that's really want it, that really want to do something that is profitable, that's being a profitable servant. You know, it says, for unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he had. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory and all the holy angels with him. Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. Right? Come on. Right. So there it is right there, man. So you want to be a profitable servant. Right. And that was pretty plain upon tables. Right. So I'm going to go into being a watchman. I'm going to grab two. I think I'm going to just grab two precepts. And then I'm going to close out. Because you can do alms. You can like you can spread the word on social media. Well, that's going in the alms. I was finna say basically do things for brothers and sisters. Like, I don't know, you could think of something to do. It doesn't have to involve money all the time. But this is Isaiah 62:6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day or night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So you always want to be talking about the Lord, man. You always want to be talking about the Lord. You want to be posting about the Lord. Man, it's like, it's nothing about us, man. It's about the Lord. And that's why a lot of people don't like talking to me no more. They don't want to talk to me no more. You know, it's barely even, when I post these things, it's barely people that even watch these things I post anyways, whether it's on my YouTube or other social media accounts I have. They barely even watch it. You know, it might be like 7 people. But when I was in the world, it was like over 100 or something watching stuff I post. You know, not like that shows you it went from over 100 something, I'll say even 300. You know, now it's down to 7. You know, and that's beautiful to me because I know the Lord talked about that. You know, the Lord spoke about that. So you don't want, like I said, you don't want to be ashamed. This is all about the Lord, man. You know, and we definitely in those times, and we really, I was gonna say we coming into those times, but we already in those times basically. But people really gonna realize real soon that the Lord, they need the Lord. Famine, death, war, all these plagues, they gonna see it. Now the Lord has spoken about people that see those plagues and those things happening, but they don't take it to mind that the Lord is doing it and try to repent. But there's gonna be some people that see it and they're gonna be scared. So like I said, back on the topic, you can be a watchman, you can give alms, you can share this truth on social media. So there's no excuses for you to say, oh, I can't do anything. You can do something, man. The Lord still have you. Hey, you still living. You can do something. Only time you can't do nothing is when you in the grave, and I believe that's in Sirach. Let me see. That's in Ecclesiasticus. Let me see. So like I'm really looking for it. I think it's in Sirach chapter 14. God, it was going into doing good to our friend, but I'm gonna pull it anyways, cause you can take from that too. You can take from doing the work. There's no it's Sirach chapter 14:11 says, my son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give the Lord his due offering. All right, it says, remember that death will not be long in coming, and that the covenant of the grave is not showed unto thee. Do good unto thy friend before thou die, and according to thy ability stretch out thy hand and give to him. Defraud not thyself of the good day, and let not the part of a good desire overpass thee. But like the apostle said, you don't want to be having too much fun out here. Having too much fun to mess up your mind. I believe he broke the word down, and it meant to divert your mind. I can't remember, but y'all can pull it up. It says, shall thou not leave thy travails unto another, and thy labors to be divided by lot? Give and take and sanctify thy soul, for there is no seeking of dainties in the grave. It says, all flesh waxeth old as a garment, for the covenant from the beginning is, thou shalt die, the death. Right? I believe there was a scripture that was talking about there's no it was going into like there's no labor or work in the grave, like you can't do anything in the grave. But so y'all get it. You wanna you wanna be doing this work. You wanna, cause once the Lord call you up to the third heaven and put you in the grave and call you up to the third heaven, you can't do anything else. Whatever you had then, that's it. It's just like school, the teacher gave you a due date, and she might have had or he or whoever it was that might have gave you an extra little time. But once that time is up, man, hey, that's it. Whatever you had on that project or anything, whatever you have to do, that assignment, that's it. If you didn't do nothing, oh well. But Ezekiel 33, and it's going into being a watchman. It says, again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say to them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Right. So the watchman, he warns the people. If they take heed or not, then if they do take heed, the blood is not on him. But if they do take heed, then it's the Lord delivering that person. We don't do anything. But yeah, that person got delivered from death. It says, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. Right. So that person, because the Lord's gonna judge. The Lord's gonna judge whoever he has set for judgment, right? So whatever that person did, that's what they did. Now, if that the Lord had mercy on this person and they was doing what they supposed to be doing, because even when we do what we supposed to be doing, we still need the Lord's mercy and grace, right? So y'all get the point. Y'all get what I'm saying. Now, if this person get judged, then hey, he did something and he got judged for it. That's his iniquity. That's on him. But the Lord said he's going to require the blood on the watchman's hand, because the watchman didn't even say anything. The watchman didn't warn the person. That's like, that made me think of Matthew. Let me see. I think it's the two sons. Let me see. Two sons. All right, let me grab that real quick. I'm gonna go back to Ezekiel. Matthew 20. No, 21 Salakia. Right, so there's Yahweh Shah was asking the Pharisees about the baptism. Says right, Matthew 21 and 24 says that Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, I also will ask you one thing, which if you tell me, I and likewise will tell you by the authority I do these things. The baptism of John, which was it from heaven or of men? And they reasoned with themselves, saying, if we shall say from heaven, he will say unto us, why did ye not then believe him? But if we shall say of men, we fear the people, for all hold John as a prophet. It says right, so they was trying to be, they was being a serpent, you know. It says, and they answered Yahweh Shah. It said, we cannot tell. And he said unto them, neither tell I you by what authority I do these things. But what think ye? A certain man had 2 sons. And here it is. It says, but what think ye? A certain man had 2 sons. And he came to the first and said, son, go work today in my vineyard. He answered and said, I will not. But afterward he repented and went. It says, and he came to the second and said likewise. And he answered and said, I go, sir, and went not. It says, whether of them twain did the will of his father? They said unto him, the first. It says, Yahweh Shah said unto them, verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of Yahweh before you. For John came unto you in the way of righteousness, and ye believed him not. But the publicans and the harlots believed him. And ye, when ye had seen it, repented not afterward, that ye might believe him. So that's like going into the watchman. You know, if the wicked repent and they take heed to the warning, that's why it's important to have, that's why it's important the Lord has set a watchman. A watchman is very important because a watchman warns the people. They tell you, oh, the Lord is finna destroy America. The Lord is finna, he's finna send famine. He's finna send these plagues. He's finna start judging a lot of people. Warning these people of these things. Hey, you getting the blood off your hands. But if you being scared or you being ashamed and you know what's coming, and you just sit in silence because you scared or you ashamed or you just being lazy, hey, that blood is gonna be on your hands. So it's better for you to warn somebody, and then there's a chance of them repenting because the Lord used you to warn them, than for you to just not do anything at all. All right. So it says, right, it says, verse 6, it says, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. Right, because the watchman didn't do anything, and he saw it coming. It says, so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. Right? So there you have it. Y'all can read the rest. But there you have it. You can be a watchman. You can give alms. Which you supposed to be a watchman anyways. Whenever you see something, you supposed to warn the people. That's a commandment right there. Supposed to be a watchman. Right? You got being a watchman. You got doing alms. You got sharing the word on. And all of these things is what we supposed to be doing in the first place. Yeah, you can share the truth on social media if you can't go out and teach. If you wasn't placed in that lot. There's certain things you can do. There's different things you can think of. The Lord has given you a gift. Use it, man. Whatever your gift is, use it. And don't try to basically focus on, oh, what is my gift? Don't try to, hey, that's gonna come. Just these things that I'm listed right now. Anybody can do these things. Because first off, we supposed to be watching, which means what? If you on your phone, you watching things, and you see that famine is coming, you see certain things coming, you reading the scriptures, and you see that the Lord is, because that's this Bible, the Lord's word, that's the first source of the the news, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the first source, because the Lord said he's going to do certain things. Whatever is happening in life is already written. So you in these scriptures and you read and you see the Lord said, oh, he's going to bring a famine, or he's going to bring a lot of death, perilous times. You take these things and you warn the people. And then you go on your phone or whatever, on TV, you see the news and you see stuff is lining up with prophecy. You take that and you line it up with the scriptures and you share it. You warn the people. It's that simple, So nobody has the excuse. We all have something to do. Some brothers may have more faith than others. Certain brothers may have more wisdom or something, but we all got something to do. Some, you can, I don't know who can't be a watchman, to be honest. All you got to do, go on your phone, see what's going on, and you just warning people. So I'm going to close out with that. Do something, don't just sit around saying shalom or shalom, whatever you're saying. That ain't enough. Just knowing a little Hebrew and comedy emojis and all that ain't enough, man. Do something. All right, so I'm going to close out. I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.